they had to wrap it up because we had another brutal match to wrap this card up. The Anarchy in the Arena.
Yep.
Blackpool Combat Club, Danielson, Moxley, Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta taking on the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Hangman Adam Page. Dude, this one might have been crazier than last year's. We had Claudio beating up one of the Jacksons in a truck outside. Nasty fight in the concession stands. Little throwback to the poker chip from earlier in the first Double or Nothing.
With the barbed wire.
With the barbed wire this time. Just unbelievable stuff going on. And one of the more interesting stories that happened was Matt Jackson did a spot where he did a super kick that had some sort of flare on it or something.
Flare? There was an explosion.
Okay. It blew up when he landed the kick.
It blowed up, man.
And he actually had to get a license to do that spot.
Oh, did he?
Did you know that?
Nah, what type of license?
This was pretty crazy. He actually had to go to the Nevada Licensing Commission. They license fire performers.
Okay.
And so anybody that's doing anything with fire, they've got to go through a class and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go through this and get a license to do the spot. Pretty crazy.
Makes sense. Safety first.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but that's interesting. It was a huge explosion. You need to be well trained.
Yes. And Wheeler Yuta ends up getting the pinfall in this match. He had been berated for losing a match earlier in the week and ends up getting the fall. He's the only guy that didn't bleed in this match.
Right.
We had a band playing.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think of that?
Well, it was a throwback to last year because they played Mox's theme like 3 or 4 times before they finally shut it off.
Last year?
Yeah.
And
when they did
it just kept going audio. It wasn't a live band. Right.
So this time we had a live band going.
And so they played with that.
Yep.
I thought that was dope. And then obviously people talking about the mask or whatever the guy was wearing.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. We read too much into everything.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, let it go.
But it was funny. It just kept going until he got super kicked. So being in the arena, I don't know how it translated on television again. But in the arena, every time it started, like, people would pop.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, that crowd was not dead for that match. I'll tell you that.
It added to the just like everything's going. You don't know where to look. This music is playing nonstop. Then it slows down. Then it kicks back up, and like the crowd, like it just it kind of conducted the crowd.
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
It was fun. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe watching on TV, you're like, all right, stop the music. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, but another great match, and that wrapped up the night. So that was Double or Nothing, and just overall thoughts on the card, Dave.
Overall, I had a great time. That day was just it was a magical day, man. You were there. You know what it was. I think that first introduction to AEW shows, so Dynamite the Wednesday before, and then the pay-per-view here, and I'm a fan. Not that I wasn't a fan before, but I've just been to WWE shows, independent shows. I like what they are doing. It definitely piqued my interest, and I want to get more invested in the product.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun things to come with. Now we got Forbidden Door coming up, and we have 2 main event matches announced on that, and that should be something really special. And heading into Wembley too. I know Jeff Jarrett was talking about it. We put that clip up on YouTube along with the podcast, but it's going to be an exciting summer for AEW between that, the new house shows, the Collision show. What a run this is going to be for them coming up over the next 8 to 12 weeks.